Hey y'all, welcome back. It's time to start really thinking about what we're going to grow in the 2025 garden, and even better, it's time to start some seeds. It's sunny today for the first time in several days. It's warmed up a little bit. It's about 50 degrees out here, so it's not warm by any means, but it's better than the 35 we have coming the next few days. So while it's sunny, I'm taking advantage of it, and I'm starting to think about what I want to put in my garden this year. And I got possibly one of my favorite packages ever to get. I had some seeds come in. So I'm going to go over what I'm planning on planting this year as far as tomatoes go and peppers, what is standard for me and what is new this year, and what I'm maybe not going to plant so much of this year. So again, this year I decided to order a lot of my newer seeds from M.I. Gardener. I really like the quality of the seeds. Almost everything I planted from them last year grew extremely well. I was very happy with it, and because their seeds are pretty inexpensive, it gave me the opportunity to try some things that maybe I wouldn't normally have tried. So last year I got some Arkansas Travelers from them, and I think I'm going to do that again this year. I feel like this was one of my better producing tomatoes last year. It had a really good flavor, and it seemed pretty hearty. So Arkansas Traveler tomatoes. Another one, pretty standard, is the beefsteak tomato. I want to plant those again this year. So this is just everybody's favorite big sandwich slicer tomato. They always have a really good flavor, and I'm pretty excited. I hope these grow pretty well. I've grown beefsteaks. I think I grew beefsteaks last year, or I tried, but they didn't do very well. Now, I made a lot of mistakes with my tomatoes last year, and we're gonna fix some of that this year. So also from M.I. Gardener, I got these gold nugget tomatoes. They look like a little cherry tomato, and I've always really liked the little yellow tomatoes. They kind of usually have a sweeter flavor, maybe a little bit less acidic. So I'm gonna try those this year. I'm pretty excited about that. I also have a full-size yellow tomato with red stripes, it looks like. It's called a gold medal tomato. Most of M.I. Gardener seeds are heirloom seeds, so that means if it grows well, I can actually save the seeds and use them again next year if I can get organized enough to do that. So this gold medal tomato it says it's a large beefsteak type tomato that can weigh 1 to 2 pounds, and I'm really excited about this. They have a beautiful yellow color with vibrant red streaks and marbling throughout. It says it's a sweet, low acid taste, and it's really good for fresh eating, salads, and sandwiches. This is an indeterminate tomato. So far, everything except the gold nugget tomato has been an indeterminate tomato. The gold nugget is actually a determinate tomato, which means that it has a certain number of tomatoes it's ever going to produce. And so I think you want to be a little more cautious when you're pruning those. With the indeterminate tomatoes, if you prune, it's going to grow back, or it's going to grow somewhere else. So you're not really hurting your harvest when you prune them like that. So another new one that I've got here is called the chocolate stripes tomato. Now, I have planted in the past, I've planted something called a chocolate cherry, so it's just a little one, and it's like the brown purplish tomato they're just really good. I want to plant those as well, but I liked this because it seemed like it might be a big version of that. So this one, it says it's a dark mahogany red tomato with olive green stripes, which produces a rich, sweet, earthy fruit. It says it's really good on a salad or in a sandwich, and it does well in any zone. So I'm pretty excited to see how that one turns out. And then I have my old standby. I don't have a picture of these. This is the tropical sunset tomato. every year, so I've been planting these for a couple of years now, and they have had wonderful success. These are a little red tomato with yellow stripes, or yellow with red stripes. They look very similar. That was one of the reasons I was so excited about this gold medal, because they look similar to this, but it's a cherry tomato size, and everybody who has these loves them. So I did order some more of these. Now these came from Harris Seeds. That is another place that I've been ordering seeds, and I've had really good results with the seeds that I get from them. So I'm excited about those. Peppers. I'm going to do peppers a little bit differently this year. Last year we grew so many hot peppers, and we honestly don't eat that many hot peppers through the summer. So I have freeze-dried hot peppers coming out of my ears. And so I'm not gonna plant any of the really spicy ones. What I am gonna plant is bell peppers, just a standard California Wonder Bell. We use a lot of bell peppers in cooking, and I don't feel like I grew nearly enough of those last year. And bell peppers are really easy to, if there's they're like any pepper. If there's an abundant harvest, you can put them in the freeze dryer, or dehydrator I'm sure would work as well, and you'll have them for years to come. So California Wonder Bell. And then the other one, the only slightly spicy pepper that I'm gonna do is the Hatch green chili. And these are not really a spicy pepper. This is a mild variety, but I really love the flavor of Hatch green chili. And because my kids don't really like spicy peppers and things like chili, these make a great alternative because I still get the pepper flavor without the pepper heat. So Hatch green chili are definitely on my list. Now the thing about planting peppers and tomatoes, you want to start them pretty early, and I feel like I'm running behind this year. It's actually Valentine's Day today, so I don't know when you'll be seeing this video, but it's Valentine's Day, February 14th, and normally I at least have my peppers started by now, and so I am running about a week behind this year. That's okay, I have plenty of time to catch up. One important consideration right now is it's really, really cold outside, and we're about to have another really cold snap. So these things are gonna have to live inside for a little bit. That'll be fine until they start needing light, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I do have some heat out there in our seed starting shed. We may have to resort to that. I'm hoping that by the time they come up, these peppers will take about 10 days to germinate usually. It says germination on these Hatch seeds is 7 to 21 days, and I believe that. So when you plant peppers, especially, do not give up when they don't come up in a few days. Peppers just take so long to come up. The California Wonder also says seedlings emerge in 10 to 21 days at 75 to 80 degrees. They need heat. They want it to be hot outside. So yeah, they want it to be hot, so these are that's why they take a little bit longer, because I don't keep my house at 85 degrees. So last year, and I think I addressed this a little bit in the last video, last year I way overplanted everything. We had really high hopes of going to the farmer's market with our extras and selling them throughout the community or whatever, and it just didn't work out that way. We got busy, we didn't have time to go to the farmer's market. So this year, I'm not going to make that mistake. I had so many plants that I grew and nurtured. I potted them all up. I took such good care of them. In the end, they died because I didn't have a place to put them and nobody wanted them. So we're not doing that this year. I am going to plant what I need, and then I'm going to plant for a couple of other people. And beyond that, unless it is specifically requested of me beforehand, I'm not starting so many extra seeds. So since it's pretty late in the afternoon and I don't know what I'm actually going to get accomplished this afternoon, I'm going to start with the pepper seeds. I know that I'm several days behind on those and they will take longer, so I'm going to get those started first. First things first, I'm going to mix up some more dirt, because of course I left this out where the rain could get in it, and it was soup. So I'm just going to recycle a lot of this stuff from last year. Most of it's still pretty light, so you can see the value of the perlite and the vermiculite that I put in it. little bit of moisture added to it. I am gonna add some more peat moss. And if I have it, I'm gonna put some more perlite in it. A little peat moss in it. A little bit more perlite. All right. As always, do a lot of recycling around here. I'm gonna do a 6-pack of those red Marconi peppers, if I've got 6 seeds in there, and a 6-pack of Hatch, and then I think I counted 10 bell pepper plants. That'll be a real good start. So these bell peppers in the cups, I'm not gonna fill these cups all the way up because I'm gonna do them kind of like we do the tomatoes. And as they grow, I'm gonna add dirt. And that way they'll get stronger and stronger. I'll wind up having to repot the ones in the 6-packs, but that's okay. My little bantam rooster, I don't know if y'all can hear him down there. He has lost his flock, so he is walking around clucking trying to find them. I might as well fill some tomato. So with these tomato ones, I'm gonna start them about right here, and then as they grow and get taller and taller, we're gonna add dirt. And by the time we get ready to plant them, the dirt will be nearly at the top, and they will have a nice, thick, healthy root ball and good strong stems. With the tomato, and I believe peppers are pretty similar, but with the tomato, everywhere the stem has the little hairs on it, it will grow a new root. So this is our sweet red Marconi pepper. And I don't even know, these seeds are so old. 2023. So let's see how many I've even got in here. How many? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect, there's 12 of them. So this is perfect. I have exactly 12 seeds. That means I can sow 2 in each of these cells. So these are older seeds. I honestly don't expect them all to come up. I'm just gonna set them right here on top for now, and then I'll come back and kind of work them just a little ways under the soil. I'm fairly certain there are exact depths you're supposed to sow this stuff, but honestly, I don't ever pay attention to that. I just kind of do it, and it seems to work most of the time. So I think peppers are decently forgiving. So I've got these in here. I'm just gonna kind of squish them under the soil just a tad. Now I think I must have mixed some of my seed starting mix with potting soil because I keep finding rocks, or not rocks, but sticks. So we're just gonna get those out because I don't want those to be in the way of my tiny little baby plants. I think probably you want to put these under the soil, maybe a 1/4 of an inch. I definitely wouldn't go more than that. But I feel like if you go a little less than that, then it's probably fine. It doesn't really matter. Like I said before, we're gonna wind up repotting these. I'm trying to avoid as much repotting as possible but I know we're gonna wind up repotting these. So I'm just gonna plan for that now and understand that it's going to happen. Okay, so we did our sweet red Marconi. I'm gonna do hatch in the other side. Let's see how many seeds. This says there's 30 seeds in this packet. So we're gonna do the same thing. These are from last year. I think I had pretty good germination from this company last year. This is called Peppers of the World Sandia Seed Company. It came from New Mexico. I believe the hatch pepper was actually developed by the University of New Mexico, if I remember correctly. So let's see if I can get 12 out of here. So, wait. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna set it on top for now. And then I'll come back and kind of work it under the soil just a tad. Just have one extra seed, so we'll give that a home right there. Okay. Work it under just a little bit. See, there's one of those sticks I was talking about. So next up I have my California Wonder. These are from 2023. They were packed in 2022. So I'm gonna plant some of these, but I'm also going to plant some of my feed store seeds. They're also California Wonder Bell, and again, I've not had any problems with them. I'm gonna sow 2 to 3 per cup because they are a little older, and I think that will give us good results. So on the back of the seed packet, it actually says 1/4 inch is how deep you want to sow them. These are container friendly. So if you had a big container that you wanted to grow it like on a patio or something, it looks like these would be, these would work for that. These seeds have some suspicious black spots on them. I don't know what that means. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know what that spot is. There's one there and there's one on that seed. So maybe we'll just check those seeds out. So I actually freeze dried some seeds, pepper seeds, last fall. So I am planning on trying some of those. I want to plant them and see if that worked, if it's a good seed preservation method. All right, so we're gonna do some beef steaks. So I have no worries. About germination rates on these. I'm still gonna plant 2 per, even though I know I'll probably wind up potting some of them up. That's fine. It's not really, even though you can get near 100% germination rate on some seeds, especially your newer seeds, I don't want to put all of my eggs in that basket, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna nudge these little seeds right under the soil. So these don't actually say how deep to plant them, but I think it's probably really close to the peppers. About a quarter of an inch underneath the soil. Really, as long as you can't see them, then they'll be fine. The radishes that I did, where I just sprinkled perlite on top of them, they came up really well, so I could honestly do the same thing here. If I wasn't running low on perlite, I probably would. All right, perfect. So I will leave these in the house for the next couple of weeks until the weather warms up and until they start popping through. Like I said, the peppers are gonna take a little bit. It's going to, they take almost 2 weeks to germinate sometimes. So don't give up. If you plant your peppers and they don't come up, don't give up. As always, go ahead and give us a thumbs up hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching.